Ta-da! We're live. I hope the wind doesn't blow too much to where you can't hear anything. I decided not to do a vlog today because I basically went to the grocery store and cleaned up the house. Like, that's not exciting at all. Hi, Meemaw. Hi, Vina. Yeah, I'm decided to not do a vlog today because I went to the grocery store. Hey, hippie. And I picked up the house. I screamed at the kids. So there was and I just got out of the shower. There was really nothing. Like, hey, everybody. I literally, there was nothing that went on. Hi, Mimi. I got to see Mimi. That's exciting. There was literally nothing that went on that was worth vlogging about. Like, I've been vlogging every day almost continuously since December. And while that's all well and grand, there are some days that I really struggle. Like today. I'm a sub-hope. What? You're crazy, Maria. I'm sweating. It's so hot. You kept from killing kids. Yes, this is true. I did not kill them. Injure them. I didn't kill anybody. No, it's so hot outside. It's fixing to storm because you can hear it thundering a little bit in the background. How's the weight loss going? Well, there has been nothing more. Not even an ounce. And I cheated a couple of days. I told you I was going to do that. And I lost 1.5 pounds from cheating. But then after that, nothing else happened. So, I don't know. I'm going to be trying something new, Meemaw, that I saw to add to everything else that I'm doing. It's where you drink a tea. It's basically lemon juice, cinnamon, water. Did I know you from something? Oh, you're talking to Maria. And you use apple cider vinegar with the mother, and it has to be like organic, unfiltered, raw. So I'm going to say, they say to try it for 30 days. I've tried apple cider vinegar one time, raw, just straight. That was like a life and death experience. I nearly died. So, I don't know. I don't know what works for me. A lot of my issue has to do, probably about 90% of my issue has to do with the fact of, I have, is this a cleanse or a diet thing? I think it's kind of a both. I think a lot of my issue is just the fact, that sounds like a girl, it probably is, Meemaw. My biggest issue is because I do have the ulcerative colitis, and when I have flare-ups, I'm having to take prednisone, and so it's causing me to not be able to lose weight. And I'm almost to the point, like, if I just don't get fatter, just don't get fatter, and I'll be okay. But yeah, I've been struggling a little bit lately with vlogging because nothing's been happening. I mean, like, how many times can I take you in the barn and give you an update on the rabbits? Like, anything happens every single day. Nothing happens every single day. It is very frustrating, Meemaw. Like, it's sometimes, I've cried about it a lot, but I mean, it is what it is. Like I said, as long as I don't get fatter, I'll be okay. But yeah, I don't know, like, I get so bored myself with always showing you the same thing. Like, nothing exciting is happening. Now, yesterday, my vlog was kind of interesting because I got to go see my chickens. That was such a bittersweet thing. Like, I said that in the vlog, too. I'm so happy there with Jason. He takes such good care of the chickens. But then, at the same time, I get really sad when I see them. I can watch videos of baby bunnies every day and not get bored. Look how cute you are, Maria. A tandem? What in the world's a tandem? Oh yes, prednisone will do that. Yeah. You need to get some cows. Here's the thing. If we lived anywhere else, I would get my fantasy homestead, okay? We'll say fantasy, my dream homestead. I know, Mima, and I love you for it. Would be I would have a milk cow, and I would breed dairy goats. I would breed sheep, chickens, not turkeys. I was about to say I would never raise turkeys. I would have guineas. I would have pigs. A tandem is when you have Channing Tatum bring your food. I don't think he's attractive. No. I want mini cows and chickens. I want chickens so bad. Me too, Vina. More than what I got. I do. But you know what's funny? Is because I have fell in love with these little beanies, these Old English game birds. Even if we had 100 acres, I would probably just have like 1,000 of those. I just love the little tiny chickens. Now, don't get me wrong. I miss my big chickens. And the one kept coming in, and I was holding her, and she was just so content to be, like, I literally held her probably about 10 minutes. She was just so content to be held, and I thought, I miss you so much. She was always the one when I was in the barn. Like, you can even go back and look at my old videos, and when I was in the barn doing stuff, she was always the one, like, eyeballing me. I miss them. It was sad. Like, if I think about it and talk about it too much, I'd probably cry. Like, it's that sad. It bothered me when I seen them. Because they're so grown up, and, you know, they've had their own babies. The whole reason I went over there is because one of them went broody, one of the leghorns, my foot. The leg bars had went broody and had just hatched out 3 little chicks, and she was being so good. I was going to say we could live on this fantasy homestead together until you mentioned guineas. Those little monsters plagued my childhood. No, JJ, I didn't have to give up my chickens again. I still have the 3 here. This was my original chickens. You guys don't know, but like the October before I started homesteading, before I started YouTube in February. From October until February, I was obsessed with finding just the right breed of chickens and how many chickens was I going to get. And I got them, and I raised them from day-old baby chicks. Like, I almost drove to Georgia. I drove like almost 3 hours to get these chickens. And I gave everybody names, and they were all my babies. And I literally had them trained to come when called. Like, I put everything into them, and I loved them passionately. And literally, I think it was like they laid their first egg, and the next week was when I got the letter saying I had to get rid of them. And it's been a struggle. Like, even right now where I'm sitting here looking at her house, and I hate every second of it. But what's funny is, you see this little field right here beside me? Okay, so there's my garden. The fence right here, that fence is in 5 acres that belong to the guy that lives right down here from me. Unrestricted. He has cows. He has all kinds of stuff on it. He was supposed to be using it as hay this year, and he never did. He told me that he would let me know in fall if he didn't get a hay crop out of it. And if he doesn't, then he's going to consider either leasing or selling it to me. If he does that, guys, I don't have to move. I don't have to go anywhere. And I can still live out my dream right there. Like, I'll be putting a gate that goes right there. And I will have 5 acres to do as I so please. And let me tell you, since she decided to be rude, I will make her life hard. Let's put it that way. If she was thinking about selling her house, she's going to regret it now. Because I'm going to get pigs. Several pigs. But yeah, I really do hope he decides to lease it to me. I even discussed with him, how many acres does she currently have? I have 1. Live out your dream and rubbing it in the neighbor's face. I love it. Yeah, see, that's what I would love to do. I would keep it as a separate address. It would be a separate address. As a matter of fact, one of the things that we talked about would be, we don't want to move from the area. So, it's 5 acres. We talked about, building the farm over there, and then eventually building a house over there and selling this. Wouldn't be a bad idea. But I don't know. that's neither here nor there. I still get to have my bunnies. I still get my quail. And I still have my 3 little chickens. And can't nobody stop me from doing that. So, I'll be content with that for right now. I will be content with what I have. But basically, I just wanted to get on here pretty much and ramble. Ramble and tell you, no vlog. Nothing exciting happened. I literally went to the grocery store. Vlogs this week may or may not happen. Just going to warn you ahead of time. They may or may not happen. Screw that. Don't sell it down the road. Airbnb. Once you're a famous YouTuber. Yeah. Hey, Jay. So vlogs may be kind of scarce this week. And the reason why is because starting tomorrow, okay, Simply, that's fine. We're doing a youth revival at church every night. Now listen, I know that Wednesday through Saturday, there are other people who have shows on, but I will be streaming Wednesday service and Saturday service, okay? I will be streaming them live. Wednesday night, so tomorrow night at 7 o'clock Eastern Standard Time is when the revival starts. It will be the youth, just a couple of the youth who are going to be doing the praise and worship, and then the youth pastor and his wife are going to tag team preach. So I'm real excited about hearing that. And then Saturday night, it is a gentleman who's coming out from out of town that will be preaching, and I will be singing with the youth praise and worship. So if you guys pray, I'll pray for that, because that's all I'm going to say. Yeah. So, yes, Brooklyn, I'm going to live stream those 2 services. Now, Thursday and Friday, I probably will not stream. Friday, I will be in the nursery at church. I volunteered for nursery. Why? I don't know, but I did. I'm going to spend the whole day with 4 kids and then turn around and watch 1,500 kids. I don't know how many is going to be there. But I'm taking over nursery on Friday, and Thursday, there's a good possibility that I won't be able to go. Oh, Jay, I'm not worried about me doing fine. I think I'll be all right. It's everything else that's going to go on. I'm just stressed about it. Like, I've been trying to teach teenagers the importance of praise and worship. So we'll see. Y'all get to see it. Be interesting nonetheless. So the likelihood of vlogs for the rest of the week is going to be slim to none. But an exciting thing is Thursday morning, 8:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, Southern Mama's Coffee Break. Big Bear Homestead is the surprise guest. He will be on. I mailed him his coffee mug today. Whether he gets it before Thursday, I highly doubt it. It says that he'll get it there by Thursday, but probably like Thursday afternoon would be my guess. I don't think it'll be there by 8:30 in the morning, unless his mail runs that early, which I doubt it. So, my cat's eating a bird. How nice. So you guys will make sure to tune in for that, because that'll be really fun. I think Amy is actually going to be out of town, so it'll be me and Big Bear and Tangie will be on. And I believe we discussed the fact, I got to double check with them, but I think we're going to have a fun topic. We're going to discuss the difference between men and women. And the sun is now out directly in my eyes. Okay. Well, nope, that ain't going to work. There we go. That's a little bit better. Okay, so it's about to start storming. I know that sounds crazy to say that it's getting late, but I get up at 4 in the morning, so it's getting late. So I'm going to go in there, see John, and look, I'm like sweating. Look, I'm shiny. I'm so sweaty. Even though it is 8 o'clock, 8 something, it is 84 degrees still. Oh, Brooklyn. You're going to have to videotape that. What do I do at 4 a.m.? At 4 a.m., I wake up, obviously get up, get dressed. I go into the kitchen. I cook John a breakfast. Like this morning, I made him oatmeal. Day before, I made him scrambled eggs and bacon. So I get up and I cook. Then I pack his lunch. Spend a few minutes with him while he drinks coffee and we watch the morning news. He leaves, and within an hour, the baby that I babysit shows up. And then the kids get up. Then I cook breakfast again. I typically cook 4 times a day. Breakfast for John, breakfast for me and the kids, lunch, and then dinner. Up at 4 a.m. you must get all the worms. I do. I'm very wormy. I'm very wormy. So, yeah. So, my kitchen normally, like, I see it sometimes and I'm just like, oh my God, my kitchen's dirty. But I cook 4 times a day. And when I say I cook 4 times a day, like, I cook. Like, today at lunch was one of the first times I've not cooked lunch in a while, and we got pizza because we were out for a long time. Look at that. Sounds like I go, there's my hubby. He's in the house. Hi, Devin Hewitt. And so, like, I got pizza today. I'm going to watch how Cherish does it. Watch how I do what? Oh, lead praise and worship? Oh, Lord. Lord help. How do I do it? Very nervously. That's one of the things that we're trying to work on. That's a lot of cooking. You have my respect. It gets it's very tiresome, honestly. I get weary of cooking some days. And then there's some days that I like. We have this little Bluetooth speaker, and I'll turn it on, and I'll turn on some praise and worship, and me and Jesus cooks, and then I have a blast. The other day, I made like this fancy pasta dish for my sister-in-law. It was Friday night. That was fun. I enjoyed cooking that day. Bye, Sandy. So, yeah. I'm nervous about the leading of praise and worship because I am I have really bad stage fright. I know that sounds stupid because I'm like, hey, I know, I'll make a YouTube account and I'll post vlogs of myself every day and I'll go live on YouTube and talk to people, but you're not in my face. I don't have to look at you when I do it. So it's different. I could mom a cat. Some days, I'll be honest, some days I'm like, y'all want pizza rolls? You want some Hot Pockets? Make it yourself. So there's some times that I do that. It's not often. Or Livy likes peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, so that sometimes happens too. But honestly, I have such severe stage fright that, like, that's why even when we were in bands, they never went anywhere. Because it was basically like these guys around me playing electric guitar, and like we were in a show one time, and one of our guitar players like literally slid out in the floor on his knees playing guitar. Like, it was crazy. Like, they had a guitar solo battle because we had 2 leads that played off of each other. They were fantastic players. We had the drummer for Deciphered Down in our band one time. He was phenomenal. Like, everybody was great. And then I'm just like, just froze in time. So I just have such horrid stage fright that I'm very boring. So this Sunday that I'm going to be doing praise and worship, like, I want to at least look like I'm not a statue. Because when I say, like, I'm just standing, like, literally, I get a mic stand and I hold it and I sing with this bass the whole time. And you can't even tell that there's a human. Like, I look like the robots at Chuck E. Cheese. Just even they move more than I do. So I'm not saying that I'm going to be like, that's the thing. I grew up in a Baptist church, and the Baptist church that we went to, we had a lot of old Southern gospel, like really famous bands now, but they weren't famous then. Like the Crab Family came. I've met the McCameys. Close Your Eyes When You Sing, You'll Get Into It and Loosen Up. No, I still know they're there. So, and if you know anything about Southern gospel, some of them are really showy. And I've always been like real opposed to that, because I am very particular on making sure that everything that I do even with YouTube, I like to have everything really raw and real. And if I feel like I'm showboating whatsoever, I don't have any stage. No, John does not have stage problems. His biggest problem is keeping him still. He had to play banjo on one of the last times we did praise and worship, and you couldn't plug it in. So we had to mic it. So he's sitting there playing the banjo, and he's moving like this, and so the banjo is going in and out of the microphone, and I was like, dude, stand still. He's dancing while he's playing the banjo. I was like, would you freaking stand still? Oh, so, yeah, Mariah's making it rain in here. But no, I don't know. Like, I don't like the showiness. You know what I mean? Like, I don't like that. I want to be authentic. Like, if you see me move on stage, I want it to be because I'm feeling the Holy Ghost moving. That's why I'm moving on stage. So I'm real particular. And so because of that, it's like I'm so afraid to be fake that I'm not even being real. Does that make sense? Like, I'm so worried that people are going to think I'm showboating that I refuse to do anything that I'm feeling. I'm just like, be still. Yes, my pastor, doesn't want performers. He wants worshipers. And I feel the same thing. I don't want to perform. I don't want to have stage presence when it comes to that. I want to move because that's what I feel. You see what I'm saying? So I promised myself that, like, even now, my message is going to be half-hearted. You're crazy. So this time I promised myself that I'm going to pretend like nobody there is there. I don't care what other people think. And the worst part is and this has been like a big insecurity too. You guys know I stream the service. Well, I've never streamed me leading praise and worship. And the only thing anybody's ever seen has me being the statue. The whole time. And so, what if I do let loose? And then people are like, oh, it's because you love streaming. But then again, I think to myself, do I really care? Like, I rarely care about anything. There's a huge difference in playing from the heart and being a showboat. I know. Look how cute he is. I'm going to go in there and kiss him later. He's so cute. No, I don't know. I really don't think I care too much what people think. I just worry what I think. No, yes, I am. I'm coming in there and kissing you, ready or not. So, yeah. So if you guys pray for me. I'm just very nervous. Cherish, just remember to move when the Holy Spirit tells you to. Do not care aghast what others think. You're amazing. You're there to praise Him. Care about what the Lord thinks. Forget people. Just enjoy the Spirit and let it flow. I know someone that's going to get some special time later. I love him. He's so beautiful. What am I nervous about? I'm leading praise and worship on the 25th. And I always get nervous. And this is what makes me even more nervous. I'm a planner. I like to know. Yeah, I am, Vina. I am a tough critic on myself. I'm a perfectionist. When it comes to music, like, it has to be spot the heck on. Or I'm just like, nope, sounds terrible. I hated it. Hated everything about it. Hated what it sounded like. Like, even our little improv fun shows that we do where John and I play and sing together. Oh, I go back and watch it and I'm like, oh, it's so terrible. What did I do? Like, because it's not perfect. Like, I like perfect. Do you get into it when you're not leading praise and worship? Yes. Yes, I do. Especially when I'm at home. I told Rick, I was like, how's this? He was like, I really want you to he was like, I don't want to say have stage presence. He was like, I want you to show something. And I was like, so you want me to do what I do at home when nobody's watching? Because that could get fun. Jonathan, they're not talking to you. The working man pipe smoker, that's my husband, and his name is Jonathan. They are talking to Lone Star, who is also Jonathan. So, yeah. Yeah. That's my biggest fear, is I just don't want to come off like a jerk. And I got a big mouth when I sing anyway, so I kind of am overbearing. Yeah. So that's the thing. So don't be surprised if I don't move, and don't be surprised if I do move. Then just be yourself. Do you get into church in the sanctuary? Yes and no, Meemaw. Yes and no. It depends on how hard it's hitting me, okay? Let's put it that way. If it's just, what did the pastor call it Sunday? I don't even know what he called it. Something silly. But like when you start to feel the moving, I'm one that I do something weird. Some people cry. I will cry, but I also, you'll see me, I'll like cross my arms and tuck my arms in real tight to myself and kind of sway back and forth. Like I almost hug myself. I get real tight. And I'll do that. But like if it's hitting me, yeah, I've been known to get a little wild. Lord, I don't know. I need to bad. I've been buying tons for the new blends. Oh, you talking about, if I say John, I'm talking to your hubby. If I say Jonathan, I'm talking, yeah. When you going to do another pop smoking video? Do not ask him about that, because you know what that translates to? Like, can we go get more pop tobacco? He just got a new blend. Yeah, I'm thinking about reviewing blends, but I don't know. He just got a new blend. Ask him about it. He needs to do a video. You're way overthinking this, Cherish. You ain't cocky. You just got confidence. I get loud and jumpy. I will cry. I will take the tambourine and be all over the place when worshiping. I haven't smoked a pop in a long time. I used to have some pretty sweet pops. I got the pop, but I don't have the trip to Tennessee yet. Girl, I cry a lot during praise and worship. My 14-year-old will put his arm around me. Aw, that's so cute. But Meemaw, you're a crier. I'm not a crier. I cry occasionally. I would say that I don't even cry a lot for a female. I don't even cry a lot for a dude. I just don't cry. If I do, it's... Animals make me cry. Animals make me cry, and Jesus makes me cry. That's about it. Do you know what songs you will be singing, Hope? Oh, let me think. Off the top of my head, we are singing the song "All My Hope Is in Jesus." I know that. By David Crowder. Yeah, see, Whimsical, you know what it's like to be a non-emotional person. And then we're doing another Crowder song called "Shouting Grounds." You guys can look that up. It's really good. Like, I really like it. I can't remember. I cried the second I heard the intro to Oceans. I know it too. I love it. Butter. What are you doing? Get back in the house before you get eat up by mosquitoes. There are some songs that just move me to tears. There is several songs. You guys should look this song up. It is an old Southern gospel song. But it's called "I've Come to Take You Home." And it's by the Crab Family. I don't think I could ever sing it in church. Because I literally can't get past the first chorus. Like, the second I sing the first line of the last verse, I'm a boohooing mess. So you guys look that up. Crab Family, "I've Come to Take You Home." Ugh. I hate it. I can't do it. There's another song. Oh, Tasha Cobb's "Break Every Chains." That's my jam right now. I do the dishes to that, and I get all up into Jesus on that one. What are the words? Oh, there you go. Vina got it. Oh, my Lord. It's the story of Hosea, the prophet in the Bible, where his wife is a harlot, and she keeps running off, and he keeps going back to get her. And one of the last times he went back to get her, he had to buy her out of slavery. That song gets me. Yeah, Jason Crabb is the bomb. "Break Every Chains" is awesome. It is. Tosh Cobbs. That's my homie right there. I know that. I know the song. One of my favorite artists though is David Crowder. I love Crowder. And probably my second favorite is Skillet. Big Skillet fan. I love them. I love everything they come out with. They disappointed me a little bit one time. I was a little disheartened when I saw what I saw until John Cooper got in an interview and explained it. Oh, the wind's blowing, so you guys might not be able to hear me as well. One of the things that I seen was they went on Ozfest, and which that's fantastic for a Christian band. But because they did that, I've been in the live show. I've seen what he says with certain songs, and he makes it very much about God. But in the show, he doesn't refer to God. Like, he made it more secular. And I was like, you mean to tell me that, like, when you go to Winter Jam, you're down with telling us about God then, but then you get to Ozfest and suddenly you make it about something else, because their lyrics are kind of almost borderline. Like, it could be taken secular or it could be taken Christian. Like, there's kind of this fine line. And John Cooper got in an interview, because I watched their podcast. You can find that on YouTube too. I love to watch their podcast. But I watched their podcast, and he was in an interview, and he said, look, he was like, I absolutely know that I'm going to get a lot of heat from the church because I don't refer to Jesus and I do not refer to God when I am in my shows. He said, but the reason why is because a lot of these people have been hurt by Christians, or they have been hurt by the church world. He was like, so the second you even say it, like, they shut down completely. He's like, but if I can draw them in and make them want to listen to my music, when they get the CD and they listen, they are going to get the word of God, but it's in a non-evasive way. And then I was just like, makes sense. Okay, I still love you. I won't be mad. I still love you. Kitty has a major thunderstorm on. Oh. I love King of the World by Natalie Grant. I think my daughter has every Skillet CD. I love Skillet. I've seen them live. Oh my God. It's as loud as you imagine. Look how cute you are, Maria. That's pretty smart, actually. It was very smart. Like, I loved his theory behind it. He said, look, I'm going to give God to these people in a very unintrusive way. And I've loved it ever since. And then they come out with songs like Stars. That's one of the songs that we're singing with the teenagers Saturday. Which is like, so-called Christians have done as much damage to me as non-believers. And that's the truth. That's the truth. Sam, that's why I want you to make the video for our pastor. Well, he's our former pastor. That's why I wanted you to make that video for Rick, for his message. Hugh at Homestead, I'm going to ask you to do a video too. I'll try to PM you on YouTube. How do you get to YouTube Messenger? It's hard. If you've got Facebook, I think our friends requested you on Facebook. Okay, Mama, if it's not, just send me another one, because that's fine. I've not created the video yet. Yeah. The word says, not all who say are Lord, Lord of God. This is true. But if you guys can, if any of you are interested in participating in this, he wanted a diversity of opinions. And the diversity of opinions he wanted is he wants your opinion on the church body. 30 seconds if you possibly can, or less, a minute or less, because the video needs to be under 3 minutes, and I would like to have as many opinions as I can. Yeah, Hewitt, you can send it to me on Facebook Messenger if you want. Cases, you would be a good one to do it too. He wants a real diverse opinion on, when you think of the church body, what do you think of? I can go ahead and give you my answer. My answer was, I'm actually saddened because not long ago I was in a Christian bookstore and a song came on, and it almost brought me to tears in public. And I thought, what would they think if I just started lifting my hands and praising right here? they would think I was crazy. And I think that's truly sad that among my peers, I should have to be thinking the fact that they would think I was crazy. I think that's sad. I think we've come to a time where people go to church out of obligation and less out of passion. And so that was going to be my answer. That's easy. The majority of church body is a paraplegic, that the only one does the work. See, I need answers like that. He wants answers like that, and he wants it from strangers. I don't see the church as a building. I see it as the people, the same way the Bible teaches it. Okay. There you go. Yeah, that was longer than 30 seconds. I'm going to condense it down and actually say it quickly. But yeah, that is the kind of answers that I'm looking for. We're going to try. You can send it to me on Facebook. You can send it to me in an email, or you can send it to me. It can't be a YouTube video. It has to be something I can download to my phone. So if at all possible, send it to me on Facebook, because that is the easiest way that I can get them on. I join you, Hope. We're called to live a life for the glory of God, and nothing else would be more beautiful than to see that. Yep. Okay. I agree. The church is the people. What do you think about mine, honestly? I think it was good. I don't think that you answered the exact question, but it was hard for me to relay in a text message versus hearing me tell you what I was looking for. And so that was the answer that I was looking for. I want to know, he's wanting to know, when you think of the body of Christ, when you think of the church, how do you perceive them? Like, what do you think the state of the church is in? The condition that the body of Christ is in. That's sad. I love my little church. From my pastor on down, we're all radical for Christ. We feel so free to worship no matter where. It's so liberating. Church is the local body. Those who truly love Jesus are the bride. Cherish, can I send you my phone number? It'll be quick, I promise. Yeah, you can send me the phone number. You can do that. That's no big deal. Yeah. So that's what he's wanting. So if you guys want to message those to me, that'd be fantastic, because I have to have I have to have it done pretty soon. So okay, well, the wind's picking up and it's about to start storming, and it's starting to get dark, and I need to go in and go get in the bed because I got to be up at 4. So I'm going to hop off here. I love you guys. Thank you for listening to me chatter and ramble on. Thank you guys for encouraging me about the 25th. You need to win, preferably before next weekend, because next weekend's when we're doing it. So if I could actually have it before the end of this weekend, that'd be fantastic. Like, if you get it to me before Saturday, that'd be great. That gives me plenty of time to edit it and stuff. So, okay, so I love you guys. Thank you so much for the encouragement. I'm not less nervous, but I'm more encouraged, if that makes any sense. So, love you guys. Good night. Bye.